Well, hello everybody and welcome to the channel today. I'm going to give you my review of one of the Nook wooden puzzle doohickeys. I saw these advertised right before Christmas and I was very intrigued by the way they looked, and being a model builder myself, I thought that might be something I'd like to have. So I put it on my Christmas list and I got one, and I expected this to be true, and of course it is. So I was very skeptical. What do you get? Well, you get a box full of pre-cut little things here. I built mine, so you get all this stuff. And it's all like die-cut parts printed on what looks to be some type of wooden particle board. And you get an instruction book, which is very long. I first opened this and I was like, wow, this is not amateur hour here. And it does say on here ages 14 and up. And also says the difficulty level on this particular one, which I got at the repair shop, is 4 out of 5 stars. So take that for what it's worth. So what did I think of this thing? Because I have it finished. And I'll give you a little bit overall view of this thing. The outside's got some nice print work on it, so it looks nice on your bookshelf. And then the actual Nook is this size. There's my hand for scale. And you can kind of see what we got here. There's a lot going on in these things. They give you a lot of detail, a lot of stuff hanging on the walls. A lot of clutter, which is, realistic. Clutter is a good thing if you're a model builder, if you're doing dioramas or anything like that. And so you can see all the stuff that they've given you here. Plus the added bonus of having it come with lighting, which is something I didn't actually anticipate. So everything here is as you see it. Basically all of these little things, you just pop them out of the template that they come in, and everything, well, no, not everything. Most of the things snap together. And I was very skeptical about how this stuff was going to fit and work. But it's impressive. The fit of these different components is actually very, very good. It's mostly just snapping a bunch of tabs into slots. So it's not very difficult. You just have to follow the instructions to keep everything in order so that you don't get lost. Now, there are some things that have to be glued, which I didn't anticipate that. And you're gluing this unusual wood stuff to printed other stuff, and I'm not sure really what the best glue would be. I started off trying to use Gorilla Wood Glue, and most of the stuff is glued in with that, and it seems to hold pretty well. But other things that I had glued fell off. So I then used some other types of glue. I had some Zap-A-Gap stuff, which is like super glue, fancy gel super glue I use for model building. But mine is old and it really doesn't adhere too much anymore. So I gave up on that, and I actually used a micro crystal clear to do some of these things. So you might have to find a glue that's really good for whatever you're doing. I think a regular fresh super glue would probably be the best bet. But overall, I was very, very surprised and pleased with the fit of everything, for the most part. Was it without problems? No. Everything went together pretty good, but some of the final assembly was a little touch and go. This side, for whatever reason, didn't want to stay clipped in at the back here. I had to struggle with that a couple times, so it seemed like it actually wanted to snap together. The biggest problem I had, you get a little battery pack in here to run the lights. The biggest problem I had was with the wiring. So you get this wire harness in there, and they're not real clear. Well, they are, but they aren't. They're not real clear on where the wires all are supposed to go. They have, I think there's 5 LEDs in here, and they have them numbered, and they don't really have the wiring harness marked. So the numbers correlate with the length of the wire. I figured that out. But then you're supposed to run it across, this ceiling here and have them drop down. Well, one of the wires for me anyway was too short, and this back light bulb here doesn't do what it's supposed to do. There's a clear piece of plastic that's supposed to go across the back here that matches these other ones that I simply could not get to fit with the wiring and the lights and everything in there. So that was kind of frustrating. And then there's this on-off switch, which you see mine's just kind of hanging out here doing its thing. But it's just a touch button, very easy to use. But I could not figure out where they wanted it. Here's a spot where it's supposed to be, and to read the instructions, you're supposed to glue this to the underside of this top panel. But if you put it on the underside of the panel, it doesn't work. So I'm baffled by how this switch is supposed to actually operate or be attached. So mine's just hanging out there because I actually like turning the light on and off. It looks terrible, but that's what I'm doing with it. You can do something different. I don't mind the criticism on that. But I didn't know where else to put it. And I don't understand how you can glue what is essentially a circuit board to something without damaging it. So I'm very confused by this little switch thing here. It's very sensitive. But other than that, I am pretty pleased with this. This one was about, I think, $55. But it really did impress me. It was not difficult to do overall, and it took probably, I would say, about 2 weeks of evenings to do, and I didn't work at it, long periods. Do an hour here, an hour there, so figure out the math on that, but it was a nice leisurely time. Didn't really have any, major problems. None of the stuff broke. I think, well, no, I lie. I think one of these railings broke when I was putting it in, and I had to glue it. But that was it. That was the only thing that went wrong. It comes with stick-on paper stuff to make little books. They're on a shelf here. I think it's these. No, that's oil. Where's the bookshelf at? The bookshelf. Where are you? I think it's in the way back here. I think that's it back there. Yeah, it makes little books and magazines, and you put them on a rack, and that was kind of sweet. And they're very into three-dimensional stuff. So like that couch is actually made up of a stack of individual parts that you just glue together, and it makes the sofa, gives you the depth of the sofa. So these are very clever. I was actually kind of surprised that it was as good as it was. And pretty happy with it. So I don't have much bad to say, other than the electrical stuff is kind of confusing. Not sure what we're supposed to do with that. Again, these instructions are written in Chinese English, so it doesn't really spell out a lot of stuff in plain English. It's all mostly illustrations. Some of them are a little vague. Some of them you need a little bit of a magnifying glass to read because the illustrations are all in color, which is nice. But you get into some of these and, it's like really dark where they're telling you to put stuff. So I don't know. These could be a little bit better maybe. But again, overall, pretty happy. Would recommend, but it's not for young people. I think there's some physical effort that is required to snap these tabs into the slots. They sometimes need a lot of force. So I don't think a young person, under teen kid is going to be able to do something like this very easily. But it could be something you could do with your child if you wanted to give some parental guidance there. So overall, it's a pretty sweet thing. There's dozens of these out there. They're made by a couple different companies, I believe. So look them up, look at the reviews, choose wisely. I wanted one that had cars in it, so I bought this one. And there you go. Just a quick review on that. If you've been wondering about them, better than I expected. Hope that was helpful. Leave a comment below if you know more about these than I do. And I thank you for watching.